What is happening, Dolphins fans? And welcome to another episode of the Finn's Tailgate. I am your host, El Capi Montan. And tonight, on the tailgate party that never seems to stop, there's plenty to discuss. A lot of things moving on with the Jonathan Taylor discussions. A little bit of news to bring to you guys. Some things I'm still waiting on 100% confirmations. I see it says Dolphins land star running back Jonathan Taylor. It's not entirely true, but it's not entirely false either. So, but I am going to get into all the details, get you guys caught up on all of what I'm hearing, what's being said, what's being moving around. I just put an update on Twitter of something that I just heard a little bit, I don't know, probably about 2 hours ago. And I'll get you guys caught up on that as well. But yeah, guys, on your way in, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, come on down yonder to the Finn's Tailgate here on YouTube and check out all the great programming. We have myself, El Capitan, with the Finn's Tailgate. You got Color coming at you with color commentary and coffee and a cup of color. You got Ali, the Persian, with late night exhale on Saturdays, top of the tailgate with him and Color in the mornings, and some broken takes coming with him and Tonk. Can't wait for those. You got Shake, Money, and Lou doing the middays and the drive times and the, you know, all the smoke lounges and all that good stuff. Kahari coming at you. Look for Kahari's first show on Saturday, the fantasy football introduction. And then Crypto with his shows with Color around 11 on Mondays. And then again on Thursdays, check that out. And then, of course, guys, Tonk's TMI Tuesdays coming at you. And, guys, we are chock full with the shows and programming, you need to turn on the notification bell so you'll be able to get an update of what's going on and what's happening. Cash App, Venmo, The Fins Tailgate. Make sure you guys are supporting the channel. Other great ways to support the channel is Super Chat, of course. We always appreciate the Super Chats. And our members. We love our members. Become a member of the program. There's 3 different levels to help accommodate you guys, and original content coming to you guys, all kinds of good stuff. Early content, you'll get early access to some of the episodes that are going to be pre-recorded and some of the shorts that are going to be done, so you guys are going to want to get that early. So become a member or donate through any way you can. Hit the like button. That's always great too. Also, guys, use the link in the description and at the homepage and on the website for Fanatics to let them know that we sent you. Also, go see our friends over at W Energy Drink. Let them know that we sent you. Use offer code TFTG to get 10% off of your purchase. And go see our friends over at Backroom Collections. If you guys go see them and use offer code TFTG, you'll get 10% from them too. Friends of the program. And you guys can find all of this stuff at home base, where we're going to build the TFTG army at TFTGnetwork.com.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
So, yeah, guys, check out TFTGnetwork.com. All the cool swag, all the good stuff, updated new things. We've got a line of Tua Tagovailoa scented candles coming out. I think you guys are going to love them. They're going to be great, man. You're going to like them. All kinds of new gear and new shirts coming along all season. So make sure you guys are checking it out. Updates coming at you all the time. Shout out to everybody in chat. Appreciate you guys coming by. I guess I thought they were going to be wrapped up before the start of the show. I told the guys to wrap it up. Let me know if in the comments if you guys are getting the notifications. Let me know if you guys are getting the notifications. What's up, Adam? John in here. Raphael, what's happening? Somebody over on Facebook. What's up? Dolphin Don, Nightwolf, Geraldo. Yes, guys. I didn't make the title of the video. I had somebody else make it. Apparently, they didn't word it right. But that's all right. We're going to let it ride. Ronnie, what's up? Yeah. Look, and it's spelt wrong too. You know what? Let me fix this fucking thing while I'm at it. Jesus. Goodness gracious, bro. Whole fucking thing. Jamal Taylor. You know what the hell's going on here? Jesus. Appreciate that, producer. Thanks a lot. Killing me. Sup, Ronnie? I know. I'm looking dapper. Thanks, Nightwolf. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I went and got cleaned up. Feel you, Dow. EM, what's good? TDR, what's happening? Shake, I see you. How the hell are you here and there, Shake? Greg, what's going on? Donald. Jamal Woods. I know, guys. Oh, man. What's happening, everybody? Bill, what's good? Make sure everybody's hitting the like button. Did everybody get what's up, Bahana, my guy? Member in the crib, the Behans. Did you guys get the notification? EM's a clown. Damn, Behan. Coming for his neck. Happy Friday, Don. Ooh, I like that. Jonathan Taylor. Damn, Raph. I like that. Jonathan Taylor. You did get the notification. That's good. On YouTube, did you guys get the notification, or were you guys watching the earlier show and just went over? Joe saying no, he didn't get the notification. John, did you get it on YouTube, or did you get it on like Facebook or something like that, or Twitter? I know the Twitter notifications go out. Let me know in chat if you guys got the notification. I need to know, because what's up, Lou, the homie? I need to know if it was going out properly. No notification. No. YouTube notification. I got the YouTube. Okay, so Raph got it. John got it. Oh, you did. You get the email notification. All right, sweet. Yeah, because you're a member, so you'll get the email. Okay, so some people did, some people didn't. All right. Just checking, because we're trying to see, with all this new programming that we're having coming out, we want to see if the notifications are going out. That's why we're making the thumbnails early. We're making the episodes early, trying to give it at least, 48 hours to a week in advance to have them up and ready to go, so the notifications will come on. So yeah, we're still playing around with it a little bit. Yeah, you're a hoe. You a hoe, Raph. He's a hoe. But yeah, guys, hit that like button before we get started, so we can make sure everybody's here. We're gonna talk about this Jonathan Taylor thing. We're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna give you guys my latest update that I just talked to somebody about, a guy who I've leaned on a lot in the last year and a half doing this. Close friend, grew up, and it was somebody that, when I talked to him about it, he said, yeah, he can let me know what's good sometimes here and there. I don't like to squeeze that juice out of that orange, if you catch my drift, because there's some implications that could happen with people involved on giving me the information. But there's sometimes where they don't mind a little bit of leaking information. And then there's other times where, I'm just being made a little bit privy to some stuff that maybe I shouldn't. But again, I asked him to not give me anything I can't slip up. So I wait on things, and then I also check and then check again. So I don't want to get too much in those details, honestly. That's about enough as I can say on that subject. But I'm going to get in that. Let's get these likes up, get the watchers in here before I start talking about. We're also going to talk about some bubble guys. This is the last preseason game. There's a lot going to happen in the next 72 hours. Well, yeah. So Saturday, but you've already seen there's been signings. We signed a guy to a 2-year deal, defensive tackle. There's going to be signings. There's going to be additions. There's going to be guys that are cut within the hour after the game. And there's going to be guys that are cut that the Dolphins might be interested in adding here. There's also guys that we're going to see cut that the Dolphins are hoping that will end up on the practice squad, and quickly they're going to be scooped up by somebody else. So look, I see the Bills haters. in chat already. What's up, Liz King? What's happening, guys? You didn't get an email either? Wow, Joe. Huh. That's odd, man. That's strange. Pam, what's up, Pam? I saw you on the panel earlier. Miss Pam. You didn't get a notification either, huh? Josh Allen is the next Elway. Did you get a notification? King, I'm always here for you, dog. You a day one, King Mill. You the day ones. A lot of day ones around here, guys. And we depend on you guys to like and share. It's you guys that are going to be the basis of when we have 500 live viewers watching and things like that. We're here for the long haul. We've only been around for a little over a year and a half, entering into season 2. But we've grown very, very, very nicely. And as you guys can see, we've got a big show and big panels and a lot of shows to come at you. And it's only because you guys and everything like that. So make sure you're checking out all of the homies on the Fins Tailgate. So yeah, we're also going to talk about something that since the Jonathan Taylor news has exploded, Salty Tua. You know, we might even play Tua's interview from the other day where, you know, he addressed the comments that Ryan Clark had to say. And, you know, I don't know if you guys caught word for word what Ryan Clark said, but he's like, that boy ain't missing no meals, or he ain't at the dinner table with his nutritionist talking about how he got thick. And, you know, Tua had a great answer to it. He's like, listen, dude, I would rather stay a little skinnier. And he's not going to go and explain himself, but all Dolphin fans, since he's come in here, all I've said, that boy needs to put on a little bit of weight. I like him, but he needs to get a little bit of size to him. And he did. That's being a professional. Ryan Clark knows that. I get it, but like, come on, Johnny. It was pretty disrespectful, as one athlete knows what it takes in body and conditioning. He essentially assumed that Tua is taking days off, taking time off, not putting in the work. Yes, he did. Whoever's on Facebook, I can't see your name. I don't know why. He did, in fact, come out and apologize, which is nice by Ryan Clark, but this might not be a bad thing. Salty Tua plays with a chip on his shoulder. And I don't know, there is something, because a lot's been against Tua for a long time. Fan base, even myself, big time, not a supporter from what I've seen early in his career. But, you know, he seems to play better with support than without support. So, and he's come a long way through getting everywhere. Oh, here we go. Dude, you're just going to leave that Avi up, huh? El Crapitan, is the guy sending out notifications the same one that's going to screw up the Taylor deal? I mean, the NFL is in business with YouTube. So, I don't know. Maybe. It's just fucking maybe, you prick. Anyhow, no one's screwing up that deal, brah. The guy who gets the deal done, Chris Greer, I wish he was handling this notification nonsense. I'd probably be golden all the time. But yeah, we're gonna get into the JT news and then do a little bit of bubble guy matchups that I'm gonna be looking at. Bubble man matchups, the bubble boy matchups. That's what we're gonna call them, the bubble boys. We're gonna look at some of these matchups that you know, depending on what a few of these guys do on Saturday, could be what makes or breaks them on this 53-man roster. And then also, we're going to touch on that Tua Tagovailoa interview where he, he as soon as he came out, he was like, all right, let's get this started. I kind of like Tua like that. I wish I get it. There is this thing about how he grew up and his culture, his heritage, his family. We all know the story. He grew up with a strict father, God and family, and then football. Which, hey, listen, the order is proper. But I feel like it's caused him in some ways, maybe not so much in college, but definitely in the NFL, to be a little bit more reserved with his character and his personality. And I also think because of the rocky road at the end of his college career to the beginning of his NFL career, it causes him to be a little bit unsure, insecure, and that's all right. But now that he's getting some of this, I'm hoping that he not only shows what he's been showing, but even then some. I mean, bro, Buddy is a daddy now. He got a little bit of extra meat on the bones these days. He's not the young kid. There's a difference between being 23 and being 24 and 25, being 22. You guys know. Well, maybe not all of you guys know. For the men out there and the ladies, a lot changes from your late teens, early 20s to you entering in your mid 20s, especially when you're getting married or having children and settling down in these things. There's a lot that changes with your body, with your psyche, stuff like that. You just think and act a little differently, and I'll be interested to see the man Tua continues to become, because I see glimpses of who he is beneath, the upbringing of the young man his father helped mold to the man he's going to be. And I kind of like the sternness, the grittiness of that. And I think that's what it's going to take to have not just a decent career, but a great career. It's going to take that. It's going to take that drive, that kind of, I'm Tua. And I feel like, we're seeing more and more of it. And this interview, you'll see it too. No, you're right, Miss Pam. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I swear, like from my early 30s to now getting ready to be in my later 30s, that's a big change. Because at 32, I could still get shredded and ripped. At 37, doesn't really work that way. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really work that way. But I'm gonna try to keep it back for as long as I can. So, all right, guys, how many likes we got in this thing right now? What do we got? Let's get these likes up, man. We got 90 plus in the room. We only got 46 likes. Let's get these likes up, and we'll start on the updates I have for the Jonathan Taylor stuff. And this is a huge update, guys. I just confirmed it with my guy that once I hear a couple of things and some whispers, I then reach out and try to confirm these things. And the guy I lean again heavy on for all of my information, he's not the only one, because sometimes he just won't answer the phone because he can't be the one to tell me. But when this guy starts giving me some stuff, it's always legit as hell. Anyhow, let's get these likes up before I crack open that egg. 50 likes ain't enough. fucking title, dude. All right, let's see. Where are we at? All right, so anyhow, guys. Whoop, whoop. Cody, I see you in there. Whoop, whoop. All right, so let's get on to it. So, as you guys know, the Dolphins are full tilt in for Jonathan Taylor. It's no secret at this point. The Dolphins nor the Colts want it to be a secret at this point. Probably more so the Colts from where we sit, because they had other teams, 2 other teams to be exact, that were heavy in the paint on wanting to throw their hat in the ring for JT. So I don't know why this fucking thing keeps going down. I guess I keep hitting it like that, maybe. They had 2 other teams, one being the Bears, the other team being an NFC East team. I'm told that there's a lot of speculation that it's the Philadelphia Eagles, but I'm hearing that the Eagles were an early offer and that the other team that's piping in is the Cowboys. I don't have confirmation on the Cowboys thing, but it is an NFC East team. Maybe it's multiple NFC East teams. But the thing that worries me the most, that if it is the Cowboys that's also in on this deal, freaking a guy like Jerry Jones could snake this deal just by being there and being an asshole about it. He's got draft picks in all the same rounds the Dolphins do next year, at least enough to compete. And it's confirmed that, that's what they want. They don't want players. The Colts want draft picks. They're looking to replenish their ranks and go young. That's what they want. There may be even an instance where they'll take a player for like a swap of take a player and someone off the books because they want more draft picks. That very well may be an option at this point, because to me, I know that they value, as much as they say they value a first round pick, I think that they're valuing more multiple picks. They want multiple picks. Now, the Dolphins don't have mid-round picks. They, to my recollection, I don't think they have a third. I know they don't have a fourth or a fifth next year. They might have a third. Don't quote me on that. But to me, it could be something where you're looking like a second, a third, and then a second and a third the following year, and maybe a mid-round pick, and they'll take a player off the books for you, a la whether it's one of the Wilsons. I would imagine it to be a running back, but I have no confirmation on that. But yes, no, the Cowboys didn't just get Lance. Oh, yes, they did. They did just get Lance. You're absolutely right. Wow. And what a fucking ugly trade, how the Niners end up at the end of all that Trey Lance experiment. Just absolutely. Anyhow, not 100% on Cowboys. It's just what I'm hearing. I don't have confirmation on that, but it is another NFC East team. Anyhow, here's what I put. Let me pull it up here. So here's what I was able to confirm with my guy, that as of this time right now, the Colts have rejected not only the Dolphins' initial first offer, but they've now rejected 2 other offers from 2 other teams. One being the Bears, I'm assuming, because that's the only team I know that is 100% in. The second team being another NFC East team. But I'm also being told that both of those offers that the Colts have now rejected from these 2 other teams came in lower than the Miami Dolphins' initial bid. Let me repeat that. Not only did they reject 2 other offers from 2 other teams, but I'm being told that both of those offers that were rejected were lower than Miami's initial offer. Now, in simple business, if you were a person in need of selling, meaning that you had to offload this because it was going to expire like fruit or some shit, you would go, well, this is my best offer. Miami, you win. But I don't think that that's what the Colts are playing right now. The Colts aren't playing he who offers the most gets the guy. That's not the game they're playing right now. The Colts are playing, I don't give a damn. I'll make this guy play for me. And that's a slippery slope from where I didn't want this to go to. So to me, and by all accounts, from what I'm hearing, Chris Grier is, again, full tilt. The Miami Dolphins are full in on adding JT. It's partly in the reason why when Cook went cold, it was because they had completely moved on to bigger and better. Cook was a contingency plan that is no longer there. It's no longer there. Dolphins have originally reached out about Saquon Barkley and trading for him. Josh Jacobs and trading for him. They've been looking to add a marquee running back for this perceptive window that they know and believe that they are in for the next 3 to 4 years. They've got a young quarterback that if they extend next year could still keep the 5th year and play with the money, depend on whatever the hell they got to do. It doesn't matter. They have depth. They have great wide receivers, a defense, an offensive-minded coach. They've got cap space in the future. I get it. People and Dolphin fans don't understand cap. I don't know how many times I got to explain it, but you don't sign players to 1-year deals. You sign them to 3, 4, sometimes 5-year deals. Okay? Once you sign them into futuristic years, 2024, 2025, 2026, you now have access to that money. The Dolphins over the next 3 years have a projected of $300 million in cap space. That money they will access for whoever they want. Yes, I get it. Come 2025, they've only got, say, 22 guys on their roster. But that don't mean shit. You guys got to understand what Chris Grier did when he tore this team down. And I'm going to try to explain it. But this wasn't just a tear down. It was a clear out. It was destroy this football team down to the studs and keep it that way for the next 2 years and not get anything other than what I need most. And they allowed a few building blocks on defense because that's the coach they had to get them through competitive games. But they cleared themselves all the way out to having a positive amount of cap in their future. Now, I get it. There's negative cap next year, but that's not the future they're talking about, because next year's negative $30 million in cap, which could easily be fixed with one reworking deal, one signing, and or a hunk of it coming out in the cap going up. But all that aside, they don't have to worry about that. If they sign Christian Wilkins to an extension at the end of this year, or even after the season starts, they start accessing next year's money and beyond. They could give them $50 million up front and have $10 against next year's cap, and then start with $20 million, $10 million on a 4-year deal. That's how you can do it. And they'll be accessing $20 million of the $115 million that they have the following year, and then the $225 million they have the year after that, and then the however hundreds of millions they got in the following year. So everybody needs to stop worrying about what this is fiscally going to do to sign this running back and how we can keep this team and why we need draft picks. And Chris Grier knows this. And that's the point I'm trying to get across. He knows that he doesn't need draft picks next year. He probably starts needing them the following year. You're not going to need them as bad if you start putting premium talent like Jonathan Taylor on here for the next 3 years either. So this is how the NFL is built now. Well, at least it's the way we're building now. It's not a retool. It was a full rebuild with patience. This is a team in the year 5 of the rebuild coming up to being completely done of the rebuild with not backing themselves in a corner. We all know Chris Greer doesn't back himself into a corner, does he? He hasn't. Because again, the biggest question mark for the team at this point of what may happen to derail this is the quarterback. It's just a fact. And it wouldn't be because he sucks. It would be because of, God forbid, health. But if that's break glass in case of emergency, they have money to the future to sign any free agent potential quarterback that they want. Maybe they'll still have their first-round draft pick next year if they trade the next 3 second-round picks for Jonathan Taylor. Then they'll take all 3 first-round picks and whatever else they need to move up in the draft to grab a rookie. To me, there's not a rookie quarterback I would entrust this team and talent with. But then again, you couldn't put enough talent around a rookie quarterback. To me, if Tua didn't work, you would have to go find anyone. The name that keeps coming to mind is a guy like Kirk Cousins. But none of this is what I'm just telling you how they haven't backed themselves in a corner with all this talent and with signing and with trading and with losing picks. This is the time. You go get a marquee talent like this. Y'all didn't see me get like this about Cook. I would like to have Cook. Great. I was way harder in the paint for going and getting. I like Saquon. Saquon would be pretty awesome in this offense. But I was like, fuck that. Go get Josh Jacobs, who was the number 1 guy, or go get freaking Jonathan Taylor, who is probably going to be this year's number 1 guy. And that's who we're in. There is nobody else left for what the Dolphins have again and again and again shown a propensity to want all offseason. A running back. This is it. Already, it's proven that they are not going to get outbid. They haven't. 2 teams. Now, both teams are going to be submitting re-offers, too, to see if they can beat the initial offer from Miami. But I think Miami didn't offer anything that they didn't offer up what they're willing to give up and to making Indy happy. That's my point. Into making Indy happy, because Indy wants multiple picks. They're building the other way. I throw a lot to the table, and there'll be more that sticks than more that misses. And they have a young team in a weak division. That's it. The Titans are on their last leg of figuring things out. Shit, Henry might not even be around next year. Shit, is he in the last year of his contract? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. The Jaguars, good team, look pretty good, but their owner hasn't been that great. And who's to say that they're not going to sell every last part of that team here directly? I don't trust their owner. Team is good. Coach is good. Quarterback's good. Texans are rebuilding. Shit. Colts ain't careful. Texans could surpass them on this rebuild that they're on. And the Colts know it. Texans still got draft picks. They just hit it out of the park with the draft. They blew up their team and retooled. Colts didn't really blow it up like how they did in years past, like they did for Luck, and they didn't get a guy like Luck either. A sure hit. Not saying that Anthony Richardson isn't good or can't be great. I think the guy's super talented. If he ever figures out how to put touch on that football, the whole NFL is in deep trouble. But yeah, that's something to watch. Colts have pretty much a mulligan year this year. Next year, they want to be selling to their fan base all this young hope that they've got. And they want to try it out. And they want to have an ability to move around the draft. have an ability to get more picks, have an ability to continue to sell. Hey, we're a young team building. We'll get more young players. We'll add a couple of other guys, and we're on our way again with this young talented quarterback. They've got time. This kid's starting his rookie year. They've got 3 years to figure it out with him before they really need to start asking questions. And the Colts, all in all, have been a pretty good organization as far as staying competitive for the most part, outside of their lull years. Are you saying I'm an idiot, Michael K? In chat? Peter, that's what Dolphins fans want. And both Wilsons? Shit, give them a set. Again, Peter, they don't want players. There might be a way where we give them more players, or excuse me, more picks to even float a player, but I don't know. I'll tell you this, Roger Goodell's burner. This happens Monday, or then it starts stretching through the weeks, and then we start seeing, what does JT do? Does he do a full hold in? Does Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, try to flex that I'm the old timer in the NFL? This is our league, as he so eloquently put it. And does Jonathan Taylor stand firm and say, I'm going to ensure the running back market be healthy for the future? It's a really interesting time, if you guys want to be real. If we take ourselves as Dolphin fans out of it, it's something really to watch closely. If this wasn't our team, I'd be watching it just as closely, because there's something very different happening here. We have a running back position, not unlike the tight ends position as of recent, being devalued by NFL and NFL owners. Now, oddly enough, tight ends that are, super effective. We saw the Jimmy Grahams and the Gronkowskis of the world and the Kelseys. These guys, everybody was looking for that diamond in the rough, and still are in some aspects. But you got to be just such a freak all the way around. And it's rarer to find a tight end that is effective like that and worth the money like that. Then I would say how effective running backs still continue to be. Some of these running backs are clicking well over 1,000 yards in rushing. They're in there on pass blocking downs, just lighting people up. And then they're, in the pass game, they're doing a great job. But guys like Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, even with his injury history, it's hurt their market so badly that it's such a weird thing, because these guys take the beating but do so much. I mean, everybody knows you're doing fantasy football. Chances are you're drafting a running back first overall if you can. That's just how it goes, bro. Running backs get you the points, dog. They get you they stack the sheets. They're rushing, they're catching, they're fucking scoring touchdowns in the passing game, the running game, and as a team, as a player, they're laying down blocks. They're protecting your quarterback for that last split second. Guys who could do that effectively and stand up edge rusher long enough for your quarterback to have that 3.5 seconds to air it out. That is invaluable to what can be in a position. So there's something very interesting going on here with the running backs, what their market's getting, the league itself, the older league, and then the new change of how it's a players league and people and yada, 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 and feelings. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just different. And I'm getting older, I guess, because I don't like change no more. I used to be so progressive when I was younger, but now I'm like, nah, that was you being juvenile and stupid. I'm like, shit is the way it is, and it's fine. Move on. So, yes, 100% Raph. fantasy football tomorrow, 11 a.m. Advice from KP. Gonna be a banger. A couple of the other fellas are gonna be there. I might slide through if I can. I got football with my son early in the morning. Maybe I can get there on the drive over. But yeah, huge fantasy football advice. So yeah, guys. Again, just to go over it one more time. The Dolphins had their initial offer rejected. I'm told about the offer that it was very fair, but I think we know what the Colts are after. The Colts aren't after fair. They're after an offer you can't refuse. Sorry, I'm not that good at that. What's up, Reggie? So they're not just after a my guy, Reg. I don't want to give you. Do you like that, Reg? Salute the homie. The Colts aren't after a good offer or a fair offer, especially in this running back market, which is very odd because the Colts don't value this running back enough to pay him, but they're going to value him enough to freaking stud him out like a freaking prize-winning horse. It's pretty crazy. Nah, hell nah. No 4 first-rounders, Billy. We ain't doing all that. But yeah, they're looking for multiple picks. Oh, and the other thing is that the 2 other teams involved in these potential suitors for JT, both of their trade offers have now been rejected as well. And I'm being told that both offers were less than what the Dolphins had initially offered. But again, this isn't a highest bidder wins it. The Colts are going to drag this down. Really, what I think we're going to find, the calamity we will end, will be Monday evening, Monday night even, where Tuesday comes along and you have to have, I think the cutoff is Tuesday at 10. Again, don't quote me, when they have to have their 53-man rosters done. And are the Colts going to just sit there and say, you know what? We want more and we're willing to wait. We think you can give us more. Or somebody else will, or somebody mid-season will. They have till week 8, guys. I'm really hoping and praying that that the Colts are just pull this off like a Band-Aid. But I don't know. Jim Irsay could really say, I don't care. I'll play this year with 52 guys and carry a guy who's going to be a sit-out. So Tuesday at 4. Thank you, Jose. So this very well may happen sometime Tuesday if it's going down there. But I have a feeling, now I don't know the sentiment of how the Colts are taking this, but I have a feeling, because of the sentiment I do know, that the Dolphins feel like they're in a good position to give them this second offer and then be like, all right, we'll take that. And Lewis has been saying it for a while. If you look at the Christian McCaffrey trade and what they traded for him, that multitude of picks, that's what they want. And it very well, that might be the best for the Dolphins. We get to keep our first rounders in that scenario. Now, if they're asking for a first rounder and then some, that might be a little harder to swing. So, but Chris Greer's been the guy. And you know what? For a dude that not 2 weeks ago, you know, when Cook signed to the Jets, the fans were calling for his head. Y'all be loving him again. Chris Greer, I love you, Chris Greer. You's my daddy. I love you. I love you. Chris Greer. Y'all fucking know it, too, if he lands that JT. I will. I'll be like, see, y'all talking shit about the Greer, man. I can't wait to crow about that. And Bills fans will be nowhere to be seen. They will be silent. Patriot fans Won't even talk about Ezekiel Elliott. Jets fans, I don't know what Jets fans are going to say because Jets fans are out of their fucking mind right now. And I was on the phone earlier with Johnny Sauces, our NFL beat reporter and or insider reporter. And he was up there at Jets camp interviewing Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers. And he said he doesn't really understand what's going on up there right now. It looks like a shit show. It's kind of what he said. Now he that's me kind of interpreting. Johnny Sauces kind of stays impartiality to all things involved, but I could tell he was just breathing a little heavy and a little different. He smokes a lot, Johnny Sauces, but you'll be seeing that video. That's going to be put out tomorrow sometime. The Johnny Sauces questions and media interview with Coach Saleh and what's his name? Fucking old man Aaron. There it is. So yeah, but yeah, Josh Allen and the Bills, they've been quiet already. Thank you, Reg. Oh man, you the goat of TFTG, and Lewis is a whack. Damn, Dr. Reg with the Donny. I'm leaving that up there for a while, Dr. Reg. Lou, you is whack, dog. You is whack, Lou. Damn, Dr. Reg coming for your neck, Lewis. Shit. Hit the like button, everybody. Get those likes up. Where are we at? Got over 120 in the room, only 80 likes. Let's get them over 100, everybody, please. So yeah, that's the info I have on Jonathan Taylor. To me, I think the Dolphins were fully ready to drop a first-round pick on this. But yeah, Lou is terrible. Damn, no, EM piles on with Doc. Lewis is terrible. Damn, Lewis ain't even here to defend. Y'all leave Lewis alone. Leave him alone. He's a good boy. I got your back, Lou. These bitches ain't got. What's up, dog? Let me take this jacket off real quick. Come on with it. She mean, what's that, my boys? Anyhow, but then again, he said, I'm the GOAT. And he's right. I am the GOAT. This purple jacket don't just fit anybody, dog. It's a hard jacket to fit into. Reggie says, pull up on me. Damn. Damn. You won't. Damn. So yeah, I'm just I'm feeling pretty good about the Dolphins. I feel like, they were in full tilt to give a first round pick, but I don't think a first rounder is what they want. I think they want 2 seconds, a 5th, a 6th, and like 2 7ths 2 years from now or some shit. They want it all, dog. They want to go and look at what I got. They want a haul of more chances to hit all around the board. And I say give it to them. Fuck it. What do I need that shit for? We got this team right now with Jonathan Taylor. Keep everybody from here on out. You can afford to keep every single player on this team. And you know what? Agents around the league know that. Agents around the league know that the Dolphins not only have money, but a future for their players. Players know it and agents know it. We talk a lot about, people want to come to Miami, no taxes. They want to be on the Dolphins. Yes, that's all true. But they really want, these agencies and these players want to be on these Dolphins because they know that they can afford to give me a 3-4 year deal and pay me decent money. And I'm on a great football team that they can keep together. There's a lot of security for a player in coming to the Miami Dolphins right now. Why do you think every running back, every player's first thing, oh yeah, I want to go to Miami? And they ain't hiding it none neither. They're sitting on some interview somewhere as a free agent, whether it's Poyer, it's Jackson, it's fucking any of these guys. They're all saying Edmonds, all of them. They're like, I wouldn't mind going to Miami. Shit. Not only they got a good team, good coach, good culture, but my agent told me they got money and good money. What's my top offer, Reg? Oof. I don't know. I would say whatever the Christian McCaffrey trade was, by a little bit more. That's what I would do. I would give that, because as great as Christian McCaffrey is, he is older and had more injuries than Jonathan Taylor, albeit none of them super, career ending, but Jonathan Taylor had a high ankle sprain or some shit. It was a foot injury or something. He ain't had no major surgeries or nothing like that. By all account, Buddy's making a full recovery and going to be back at full strength this year. Now, something happens, is what it is. I don't predict the future, at least not in this jacket. So that's what it is. Yes, Bryson. Second, a third, a fourth, and a seventh. I'm thinking it takes 2 seconds and like a fifth and a seventh. If you gave him a second this year and your fifth rounder this year and a second next year and a seventh rounder next year, I think that trade happens nigh. It's a little bit more than that. So 2 seconds, a fifth, and a seventh. Second and a fifth this year, a second and a seventh next year. And that's a little bit more in that CMC trade. That's what I think they should do. Geraldo says, second rounder and dinner at a Latin cafe. That's my offer. Listen, what cafe are we talking about, dog? Because you get some of that good Latino food, some of them beautiful women. My kids are half Cuban. Fuck up, boy. I'm from South Florida. I made sure to get me a Latino woman. I ain't stupid. I know the deal. They're mean too. I like them mean as shit. I like them just degrading, all that stuff. I don't know. Need it. Love it. Two, 5, and a third next year. I don't think we have a third. I don't know, maybe. But hey, listen, they take that, I'll take it. But I don't see them taking that. La carnita. It's a carnita. That's that. Good. Or linguita. You ever had them linguita tacos? Ooh, boy. If you don't know what linguita is, you don't need to know. Just eat it, and then I'll tell you afterwards what linguita is. That's that good too, boy. Brian's brains. We don't need Taylor. No, we don't need Taylor. Brian's brains, but to me, Taylor puts us a kilt above. The Dolphins can compete, get in the playoffs, and win the Super Bowl currently constructed. Jonathan Taylor and this thing running right, the Dolphins could very well be number one in the AFC with a first-round bye and home field advantage in the playoffs. Could you imagine? It's late January and the Dolphins are playing at home in the AFC Championship game, and it's 89 degrees with 88% humidity out there at a night game with no wind, 0 wind. I don't care who we're playing. We're winning that game because there isn't a team around anywhere outside of the state of Florida. Okay, so if it's Jacksonville we're going against, they won't be hurt by this. But anywhere else, shit, even Jacksonville up in North Florida, it gets cooler than that. Heat wave comes in. God soldier Tua Tagovailoa's out there, and the good Lord pushes a nice heat wave late in the year. Humider than 5 months out. You could cut the air with a knife. Oh, I'm going. I'm going, son. Where's it at? I'm ready. I love all Latin food, bro. All of it. I like Portuguese food. I like Uruguayan food. I like all that stuff, bro. Love it. Give me that fried steak with the bread on it over the bed of rice with a cracked egg on top, fried egg on. Ooh, boy, I'm starving. I'd be just shovel that shit in. Love Latin culture, boy. They know how to cook. They know how to party. Remind me of redneck culture like that too. Sometimes they get crunk as hell, shooting fireworks off for no reason. Shit's hilarious. Man. Anywho, messing me up with some good Latino food talk, bro. That's that and barbecue. All depends on what party I'm going to. You feel me? But yeah, that to me, Jonathan Taylor puts this team an ilt above the rest. Where the only teams I think about even being a competition for us in the AFC are the teams that matter. That's the question, Dr. Reg. What is best for the Colts? Keep him or trade him? That is literally, to me, that what's best for them is to trade him. He's not going to stay on the team. He's probably going to hold in if they don't trade him. And it only gets uglier from there. Now, there is some options for owners, and they can do a non-injury. I forget what it was called, but when they changed the rules for medical marijuana for players and stuff like that, the NFLPA didn't see the loophole that the owners put in, essentially taking the player's ability to hold in out if it got to this point where a player they weren't discussing contracts. The owners didn't want to extend them and just want them to play on this year, and they haven't discussed, and they want to just straight up be dicks about it. And it was a non-injury reserve list where they don't have to pay them. I don't believe it accounts for their 53-man roster either, so they can still field a 53-man roster while having a player on non-injury reserve list. And depending on the way the contract is, they don't have to pay that guy, especially a guy who's withholding. So that contract could literally roll over into next year while accruing fines. He could literally, he's owed $4.5 million. He could literally owe them money and have to play for free next year if they really wanted to be dicks about it. But now maybe Jim Irsay does this. Maybe he does. Maybe he says, this is our league. We're the big shots now. I don't think that's going to fare well for him, because to me, yes, it's the owners' league and stuff like that, but the owners aren't going to be too happy if the players are watching an owner absolutely railroad a guy. And if it kicks up enough dust, they could see, I mean, shit, you could see a strike, a holdout. You could see just enough political embarrassment. If the stars start piping up, the Patrick Mahomes of the world, the Joe Burrows, the Tuas, the big-time name quarterbacks and players, the guys who are getting paid shit, you start seeing guys like fucking Justin Herbert, who is like talking to a wall, talking about this and how it's not good. It could be real disastrous, because then the people turn on you. And now Colts fans love their owner. They love him. They love him till the day they die. That's their boo. They trust that guy. But there is something to, they did do it to Megatron, Joseph. They did. But there is something, Megatron did get his money, though. That's true. And billionaires do outweigh the players. But you know what billionaires want after they're billionaires is to be loved. They want to be adored. And if they start seeing themselves villainized because of one running back who they know they would trade, and then it gets into some pissing match, they're not going to like that either. Or maybe they will. Maybe they'll say, fuck you guys. And we don't give a shit what you players say. We don't care. You can't stop us. We're the big shit around here. And they could do that too. In which case, then the fans might pipe up. Then the fans start saying, da 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 da. And they could see this owners league turn into a players league faster than they anticipate. It's delicate. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why I'm saying I'm going to be watching this closely. This is a really precarious time if this trade does not happen. Everybody knows that all the running backs just met up. Believe me, there's a massive free agent running back group coming out next year. And these guys are all watching on bated breath. They played their games, you know. They fought their franchise tags. They want these things. I mean, listen, it's weird, bro. It's strange. It's a strange time, and it'll get stranger if the Colts don't trade him. Now, if the Dolphins get the trade, then they can worry about all that stuff next year. But do the Colts want to answer losses? Man, it'd be real nice if Jonathan Taylor was out on that field standing there. Are they going to be sitting there and announcers are going to be talking about Jonathan Taylor while their team's losing? Or are they going to say, well, yeah, the team isn't working out, but, you know, they lost Jonathan Taylor, but this is a build block year, and they've got all these draft picks. The future looks good, you know. And doesn't it hurt the value of Jonathan Taylor in the trade market the longer you hold on to him? Doesn't it? He gets older. He gets more disgruntled. Other teams figure out without it. They've already started the season. They're moving on. Fuck you. You didn't answer my phone call when I wanted him. All that stuff, man. So this is going to be super interesting over the next 72 hours, and I'm going to be watching it very closely. Very closely. All right, guys, we've hit the 1 hour mark. Make sure if you haven't hit the like button, hit it now. Also, guys, make sure you're checking all the great content we have here on the program. We got myself, El Capi Maitan, with the Finn's Tailgate Show coming at you guys Sundays, Mondays, Fridays, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what I got going on, and also clips. Keep an eye out for those Johnny Sauce interviews. We got a Johnny Sauce interview dropping tomorrow. Color commentary coming at you with coffee and a cup of color and co-hosting on a various account of shows. You got Ali with the broken takes, going to be with Tonk 7 doing some broken takes. Also, Ali has Late Night Exhale tomorrow night. Can't wait to see him getting the back in the swing of that stuff. It's been cooking as of late. Make sure you guys are there for Late Night Exhale. And also Color and Ali's morning shows with Top of the Tailgate. You got Shake Money doing the drive times and the Smoke Lounge coming at you. Also doing some recorded shows Shake made me privy to. Can't wait to see those. With Lou doing the co-hosting with them coming at you. And then you got KP releasing his show tomorrow with the Fantasy Football Show tomorrow at 11 a.m. Also, guys, Sunday, post-game wrap-up shows. Be here for After the Games with Lou, the Rabid Dolphin, for the Rabid Dolphin wrap-up show. He's going to air his first one this Sunday. Also doing a lot of co-hosting. He's got the co-host with Crypto on mornings, on Mondays. So make sure you guys are checking out Crypto's show at 11 a.m. on Mondays. And then, of course, Crypto and Color on Thursdays at you. And then Tonk with TMI Tuesdays. Back in the full swing of things. Cash App, Venmo, the Finn's Tailgate, great ways to support the channel. Also, guys, you can support the channel by becoming a member and hitting the join button. That join button makes you a member of the program. There's 3 different levels in which you can contribute, and it helps the channel grow. Also, guys, use the link in the description when buying all of your sporting gears for Fanatics link and you can find it in the description and at the homepage and on the website, tftgnetwork.com. Make sure to also use the link for W Energy drinks. Get your good W Energy. Shake Money's going to be doing another W thing tomorrow. He uses it. I use it. Everybody should use it. It's good pre-workout stuff. All the rush, no the crash. Good stuff. And then also go see our friends at Backroom Collections, where if you guys use offer code TFTG, you'll get 10% off them and 10% off W. So make sure you guys are checking out. And you can find all the links to all this stuff at our own beautiful website. We've got some super cool stuff coming out, some new swag coming out, and we've got Tua Tagovailoa scented candles. You're gonna want to see the scents, the smells of Tua Tagovailoa, and we're gonna have them here directly at the Dolphin TFTG network.com.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process makes shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
I see you, Kevin. Smoke Dubby. That's fucking good, boy. And yeah, if and when it becomes official, that will become official too. We will make a Jonathan Taylor all day. Cheers. Salute Triple S. Shout out to everybody in chat that I haven't. Fins Rule, what's up? TDR, Sal, Zippa. Oh, it's ready to drop tonight? Is that what I'm hearing, Zippa? Is it up? Is it coming up? Tuna scented candle smells the way he plays like ass. Damn! You son of a bitch, bro. Okay, all right, guys. I am going to show you guys the Johnny sauces. All right, let me see if I can get this. Apparently, Zippa Media, aka HB in the back, has gotten the video up. Let me see if I can find it. I see it. There it is. Let me go ahead and pull it up. And you guys will get the I'm going to make it available to members, and then tomorrow we will release it. But before we make it available to members, all of you guys, the 100 of you that are in here, all of which I'm assuming has hit the like button, I'm going to let you guys go ahead and see the Johnny Sauce's interview he had today with Coach Sala and another scent. Smelling salts. Damn, bro, that is a good one. Smelling salt. Oh, shit, bro. That is fucking good. I'm not going to lie, dude. That is fucking funny as hell. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. Damn. Well, listen, he's a Bills fan, everybody. He's gonna hammer away, and he's a member, and he donates. So I can't silence a guy who donates and is a member. The only thing I can do is put your comment up there longer than his. So you could donate, you could become a member, you can silence him in that way. And when the when the panels are up and he's on, you can fucking time his punk ass out. But until then, the son of a bitch is just an asshole, dude. All right, so let's get on. Let me show you guys this Johnny Sauce's interview. He's been working hard. You guys make sure to when the video becomes live to comment on it, because he had an interview with Saleh and Rodgers today. All right, here we go.
Coach Saleh, what are your thoughts of Corey Davis's sudden retirement?
Saleh no like quitters.
No like quitters. Okay, how do you plan on replacing him in the wide receiver room?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. I think it's running back, but okay. Mr. Rogers, what do you make of Corey Davis's wide receiver's sudden retirement? Retirement doesn't sound half bad right about now. No, seriously. Sometimes you just got to take a long look at yourself in the mirror and know when it's time to hang it up. Tell me about it. Okay, so Aaron, what do you think he'll do with his newly found time off? Well, if I were him, I know what I would do. I'd be hitting up Mr. Bakta, the plug down in Peru, for the good. I would immerse myself in darkness until I was hatched and revealed my new golden winged self to the world.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but that's some top-notch fucking reporting right there from Johnny Sauces. The guy is killer. He's on the ball. He's out there. He's getting at it. I'm going to make that available to members right away. So if you guys are a member, you can watch that. And, what happened here? Okay. Yeah, you guys can watch that right away. And, tomorrow it'll become available. And we got more coming, more, lots more coming. We are putting in the work, guys, and again, tons and tons of programming. I'll show it to you one more time. All these live shows, all these recorded shows, all of this good stuff. And you guys just seen, some of the new shorts that we're going to be having in here. Top-notch reporting from our very own Johnny Sauces. So we really appreciate him. I'm going to make this video available now for the members. And let's see. How do I do that? Okay, here we go. So now, members, you guys are going to have an ability to go ahead and check it out. And then I'll make it public later. But yeah, guys, got to see it live. I thought it went well. Johnny Sauces, again, he's killing it. And the guy is a hard worker. So, and thank you for HB in the back for help facilitate all that stuff. Yeah, there'll be more and more of it. Is Corey Davis related to Vontae Davis? Damn. Ooh. And forces a trade. That might get it done. What JT should do is he should linger around the facility and know where and when John Irsay is around and get into the elevator and rip one every time he's in there. Just get in there, know he's in there, and rip it. Just be like, hey, Mr. Irsay. And just don't say nothing and silent but deadly him every chance he gets. That would be great. That would be great. Because, billionaires are petty like that. They'd be like, this guy insults me. No, Johnny Sauces. Like sauce, like his source, his sauce. Salute my man, Ennis. Ennis, I don't know if you were able to catch the Johnny Sauces report, but I'll be releasing it here sometime tomorrow. You can go back and rewind it a little bit if you didn't see it. Just released his report, just shared it. It was top-notch reporting. He was over in the Jets camp interviewing Robert Saleh and what's his name? Aaron Rodgers. I keep forgetting Aaron Rodgers' name. God, he's become that much more forgettable as a Jet than he ever was as a fucking Packer. So it's just really crazy. Oh yeah, the nasty ones. So all right, guys, off to the next topic. Something I wanted to touch base on. Where's it at? Goodness gracious. Okay, here it is. I had put a list up here. So a couple of things we're gonna be on the lookout for. Yeah, dude, you're gonna love that. And guys, Ennis and the boys got something kicking. It's inside leverage. Him and the fellas over on Twitter are going to be doing some stuff with 5 Reason Sports Networks, friends of the program at 5 Reason Sports Networks. Inside leverage. Keep a lookout for what they got going on over there. I'll be interested to see how that goes, man. Congratulations to you and the fellas. You guys deserve it. That inside leverage is going to be good. So yeah, guys, we can do this a little bit on positional breakdown, I guess. I mean, I think all 3 quarterbacks make it on the team. How they measure to who's where, I think Skylar Thompson can edge him out. But there's the running back position right now as it currently sits. On the perceptive bottom, it's Sylvan Ahmed versus Myles Gaskin. Now, once Jonathan Taylor gets added to this team, won't really matter. But it might matter in the extent that if we send Jeff Wilson over there or Raheem Mostert, or if some of the picks we end up giving to the Colts come from trading Raheem Mostert to the Cowboys. Wonder where I got that idea. And, just some stuff to look out. So these are tomorrow's game. These are the things we're going to be looking at. Yeah, brother, you let me know. I'll be there. I will be there. These guys are going to be battling it out. Another battle that I'm going to be watching, River Craycraft and Chosen Anderson. There's been some good things out of practice from Chosen. There's been some great things out of River Craycraft on the field. Tomorrow could be a day with not Tua Tagovailoa throwing either one of those guys the football. That matters. So I'll be watching these guys. Then we can look at, here's the thing, right? How many tight ends do the Dolphins keep? Do they keep 3? Do they keep 4? I don't know. They can keep 3 because technically this year they're in a position where that's I don't want to say a strictly blocking tight end, but it is a main staple of the tight ends. Durham Smythe is definitely in there, but it's a mishmash of all these other guys. Elijah Higgins will most certainly be on the team just because they just drafted him and he has a lot of talent. But Tanner Connor just got activated. Julian Hills had some work out there. Tyler Kroft, Eric Saubert, who they picked up from Denver. Do they keep 2 of these guys? Do they keep 3 of these guys? If so, which 3? I would say right now, Durham Smythe and Elijah Higgins are the only 2 that are definitely on this roster because they can cut all of these other guys and potentially pick up someone else who gets let go somewhere else as their 3rd or 4th guy. Or they might just go ahead and Oh, shit. Adam Thielen got hurt tonight? Wow. Really? Poor Thielen. But, which one of these guys shake out? Do they take a chance and go heavy in a position and say, we'll add a guy later. We'll go at 52 guys and sign someone else, and maybe they'll go and see who they can pick up, who's left over for the practice squad. A guy like Tyler Kroft probably will make it. Maybe Eric Saubert doesn't. I don't know. But maybe one of these guys show up and show out and say, listen, it's me behind Durham Smythe. Maybe it's Tanner Connor. Another position group to really look out for is the offensive line. I think we all know it. I think we can all safely say that guys like Teron Armstead are definitely on a team. Robert Hunt's definitely on a team. Wynn is definitely on the team. I know Dolphin fans don't like to hear this, but Liam Eichenberg is definitely on the team. Austin Jackson is definitely on a team. Connor Williams is definitely on a team. Dan Feeney is definitely on the team. Who's left? We've got guys like Lester Cotton. We've got Ryan Hayes. We've got Robert Jones. Ryan Hayes has looked pretty decent. The 7th round rookie out of Michigan. He's looked pretty decent. Who starts? Who's the starting line this week? Who really gets a lot of the rollout? I want to see. I want to see which one of these guys steps up. Is Lester Cotton gonna? He's played really well. He's played exceptionally well as of late. Kendall Lamb, I think, definitely makes this team. That's why I didn't really talk about him, but maybe one of these guys make it hard. Maybe he can surpass it. Maybe Kendall Lamb has a shitty game, and now they're in trouble. What's up, Crypto? Other guys I'm looking at. I mean, listen. The linebacking core, inside and outside linebackers, there's some interesting talent. Malik Reed's going to make this team. The Dolphins sign him. Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, obviously. We know that Jerome Baker's definitely on this team. We know David Long's definitely on this team. And so is Andrew Van Ginkel and Duke Riley. These are all guys that are on this team. But could the Dolphins cut Channing Tindall? Potentially. They just signed a new guy, a linebacker. His name is escaping me right now. But the real exercise right now is these bubble guys. Aubrey Miller, Mitchell Agude, Cameron Good, Channing Tindall. These are the guys I'm going to be looking at because these are the guys that are going to be jobless here in the next 72 hours. Some of them. They're going to be going at it. Very interesting. Do they keep more of these guys and less in another room? I don't know. The cornerbacks and safeties are so important that they've already had injuries to that room. So I don't think. You don't think Duke's going to make the team, Ennis? Wow. I don't know. I think he will. But, I don't see them keeping less cornerbacks or DBs, especially because Dolphins have a lot of guys like the Trill Williams of the world, guys that can play multiple positions. They value that a lot, and rightfully so. You need these guys to have multiple positions because guys are going down and need rest in there. Keon Crossan's been coming back. He's going to be a guy, and he plays a lot of special teams, and he has guaranteed money, so he's probably definitely going to be on this team now. Do they trade him to the Colts? Is he one of the little sprinklies on there to say, hey, you need a depth piece player? Hey, you need a special team guy? Hey, you need a DB? Safety corner kind of guy made Keon Crossan for the next 2 years at $2 million point, whatever the hell he makes. I don't know. Dolphins did just re-sign Jamal Perry. They've got Perry Dickerson. They've got friggin' guys you can't remember their names of, so I'm not even going to go through them. These are the guys I'm going to watch. Does anyone stand out? Trill Williams, is he kept on the team? Is he going to, are they going to keep 5 safeties? That's a good question. Do they keep 4 safeties? And if they only keep 4 safeties, is it Trill Williams or is it Verone McKinley that they lop off? We know Deshaun Elliott's going to be here. We know that Brandon Jones is going to be here. We know that Javon Holland's going to be here. And to me, Elijah Campbell is probably the most versatile seasoned safety / DB type of guy. Also a special teams contributor too. I put Elijah Campbell and Justin Bethel in like the same boat. Both those guys are good at what you ask them to do, and they can do a lot of different things. A very interesting guy is this safety that stood out last preseason game, Kendron Smith. That guy, he's a guy I'm going to be watching. If he just lights it up, say Buddy gets a pick, say they call a safety blitz and he blows them up and gets a strip sack or a fucking sack fumble, that might be a guy you might not risk it on the practice squad. And all of these names I'm going to be watching to see who makes that practice squad too, because this is going to be crazy. And then there's going to be a time. There's going to be a time where Dolphins have signed so-and-so cut by this team, and the waiver wire picks are going to be put in. There's going to be guys out there that Chris Greer and the scouting group have been looking at and waiting to see who these other teams' bubble guys are and saying to themselves, I like the guys we've got, but that guy is perfect. And if they cut him for this depth piece, I'm gonna take it. They're also going to need to do that anyhow, because there's plenty of teams looking at us going, let me get that Jamal Perry Patriots. Stupid ass Patriots. I think Jamal Perry was just brought in here for the Patriots to sneak him again, to try to get him to tell him all of our secrets, and he didn't. So he might even be a turncoat in here. I don't know. Patriots are picking up somebody because that's how they get down. They're going to grab one person from everybody's division and demand that they fork over all the information that they've got. That's just how they do it. They're a bunch of cheating bastards. Everybody knows it. Even the fans know it. So they want to say, oh, no, but you, the Dolphins, are the one that got caught. Yeah, we know what happened with that. Fuck you. Anyhow, so yeah, those are the interesting battles to watch. There's some things to listen. A lot of guys' lives are on the line, bro. They own the line. So we need to find out who's good enough. Who's going to be I? Who finna be good? And Dolphin fans are just tripping, bro. Yeah, and I see people tripping about fucking the Jamal Taylor. God, no, fucking I'll have to talk to a certain somebody about fucking that up pretty good. But yeah, there's definitely some decent battles to behold this weekend. It's not all for naught. It's not a nothingness game. There's always a meaningfulness to all football being played, even in the preseason. Again, some of these guys, absolute everything rides on their showing, and not for just us, but for anyone else who could potentially be in there looking for them. So that's super important, and it's super important to, also keep an eye on the other teams. I'm going to be looking at the Jaguars. I'm going to notice if there's a linebacker over there just straight wrecking shit. I'm going to notice if there's a DB or a safety, DB or say corner or safety just wrecking it over there. And if I hear that guy's cut, oh, Ennis, excellent point. Chris Brooks totally left him off the list. I really don't see how Chris Brooks leapfrogs the other guys, but I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe Chris Brooks goes off for 160, rushing with 110 yards rushing and 50 yards receiving and 1 touchdown receiving, 1 touchdown rushing. And we're like, damn, this guy ain't clearing waivers. Bye, everybody else. We're going to have to keep this guy because I can't risk it. Who balls out? Who shows up? Who says, I want to stay a Miami Dolphin? Tanner Connor, Chris Brooks, Mitchell Agude, Cameron Good. Who shows up? Who says, my team, I like it here in Miami. I stay in here. We shall see. All right, guys. Lastly, as I said before, we're going to watch this Tua interview. I want you guys to see John Featherland. What happens if we get JT? I'm putting money on the Dolphins to win the AFC. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to put some money on that. That's what I'm doing. Shit, I might want to do it now before the trade goes through, because this is when you'll get it lowest. The Dolphins get Jonathan Taylor, and in the AFC, they are probably only second to the Chiefs, the defending champs, the defending Super Bowl champs, at betting odds to go to the Super Bowl. It'll be hands down the best Super Bowl odds we've had since Marino. All right, let's watch this. Salty Tua incoming.
What up? All right, fire away.
Already, right off rip, I just want to point out, irritated Tua. Look at him. Already irritated. He knows what's coming. Look.
All right, fire away.
I like it. I like it.
So I know Mike hasn't said whether the starters will play in the preseason finale, but if if you do not get action in the final months of the game, do you feel good about the state of the offense in terms of playing?
Well, I don't think you'll ever feel good until you get live action games in a real season, real defensive looks, not just normal coverage. You're getting pressures, you're getting different looks on third down. So I guess we'll never know until we actually go out there and have to really play. So we'll see.
You get hit during in the game. Was there some jiu-jitsu? Your head was stayed up?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, I would say we've been practicing it once a week. Just in case, try to build that muscle memory for the falling aspect of it. But I think it worked out pretty good. Felt good to get back in there, to get hit, to get tackled a little. So it was pretty good.
Is it feeling natural to you at this point, like where you're not thinking, I got to do this as I'm falling?
Not yet. Just continuing to practice it.
That continues as you get closer to the season, or did you stop once?
No, I think I'll continue it. It's almost been to a point where, it's been in the flow of things with how I've been doing things throughout the week.
How unusual was today with no Tyreek and no Jalen Waddle to throw to? Was that the first practice, and how unusual
I think it was the first practice. It's a little unusual not having your guys out there, but it also gives other guys opportunities to showcase themselves with, you know, the first group, and then also build chemistry with those guys as well.
Understanding the process of throwing the football with your left hand, knowing you do everything right-handed. When that first came about, how challenging was that, and how long do you think it took for you to master that craft?
I can't remember how long it took, or how long it took for me to get used to throwing with my left hand. Just got to a point where it felt natural throwing with my left and shooting with my left. But I can't remember how long it took.
I don't know if you're aware, but
What a weird question to ask. Like, this is his 4th year. He's been throwing with his left for fucking 10 years plus right now. Look at that face. Ugh. He's waiting for it. He knows it's coming.
Ryan Clark was on ESPN and had some.
Who?
Ryan Clark
Ryan
Wait, what?
Clark.
was analyst on ESPN.
Oh, got you. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were saying something else.
I think he thought what I thought he said. Brian Flores. That's what I think he originally thought, because look at his face right there. What? Did you just ask me about Brian Flores? Watch.
Ryan Clark was on ESPN.
See, Brian Clark says like Brian Flores. I'm telling you.
Who?
Ryan Clark
Wait, what?
was analyst on ESPN.
Oh, got you. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were saying something else.
He had some criticism about you,
Mm-hmm.
saying that you didn't hit the gym in the off season, you didn't follow nutritionist advice.
Yeah.
If he were here, what would you say to him?
I mean, he probably knows more about me than I know about myself. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ryan's been out the league for some time, so
Ooh, boy, took a shot. What a quickness. Ryan's been out of the league for some time, winning Pulitzer Pulitzer prizes and shit as an analyst, being known. Who is this guy? Damn, shots fired. Let's see that again.
I mean, he probably knows more about me than I know about myself. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ryan's been out the league for some time, so
Ooh, shots.
I don't know. It's a little weird when other people are talking about other people when they're not that person. So I don't know, it's just a little weird. I come back. I like, my background is like, I come from a Samoan family. Like, respect is everything, but you know, does get to a point where, hey, you know, little easy on that, buddy, because you know I think we're pretty tough-minded people, and if we need to get scrappy, we can get scrappy too. Just saying.
Hold on a second. We could get scrappy if we need to, B.I.
Does get to a point where, hey, you know, little easy on that, buddy, because you know I think we're pretty tough-minded people, and if we need to get scrappy, we can get scrappy too. Just saying.
So, I don't know about y'all, and this is different regionally, but like, certain words are fighting words, okay? And like, pal. You call me, hey, pal. You call me pal, dog. Like, it's not like, hey, we're pals. It's, I don't know. Pal to me has always been something said in a negative connotation, where it's like, hey, pal, watch your fucking mouth afterwards, you know, or hey, pal, you know what I'm saying? It comes out just like buddy. Buddy is used in that same connotation. Hey, buddy, watch what you're saying. And Tua obviously meant it, and we can scrape if we need to. We need to handle and air this out. And you notice what Ryan Clark did after this, issued a full-fledged apology. He must have been thinking to himself, I don't want to piss off a bunch of fucking Samoans, and I certainly don't want to find out if Tua's jiu-jitsu is enough to choke me to sleep.
How hard did you work in the offseason?
I mean, I think we all worked hard throughout the offseason.
Modest Tua, always modest. I think we all worked hard. He doesn't ever like it's me, I. It's just not his deal. Tyreek Hill, on the other hand, he's me, I. But also to the people around him. He spreads the love, but he likes being number one. Tua doesn't like people telling him he's number one. He likes showing you he's number one.
And I'm not someone to talk about myself the entire time, but I mean, it takes a lot. You think I wanted to build all this muscle? Like, nah, to some extent, like I wanted to, I wanted to be a little lighter. There's a mixture of things that people don't understand, that people don't know about, that are talked about, that go behind the scenes. So, I'd appreciate if you kept my name out your mouth. That's what I'd say.
Keep my name out your mouth. Again, real quick. I mean, listen, I've been wanting this kid to put some weight on. Dolphins fans around, we knew he needed to put a little bit of weight on, dude. He had to. He had to put some weight on. He needed it. Need cushion for that. Well, I kind of walked into that one. You need that callus over your body, as Chad Ochocinco would say, and that only comes with eating Happy Meals and Big Macs. That's what Chad Ochocinco said. You gotta have a little bit of that gristle, and Tua needed to put on some weight. And I'm sorry, guys, but weightlifting and stuff, it is taxing to say the least. You gotta eat. It's hard, man. When you hit a plateau in your weight, right? It's hard to break through that. You're eating, you almost no longer eat for flavor. You eat out of necessity because you're building body and muscle. And I know him with Nick Hicks have worked on it all off season, putting healthy weight for him to have on his body. Not no beefcake B McD. He wasn't drinking beefcake shit. That ain't healthy. He's got the weight that needs good on him, and what's still going to remain allow him to remain pliable and good as a NFL quarterback. You can't be all shredded and ripped. I mean, I'm sure you can, but quarterbacks aren't usually just shredded, ripped, and strong like that. They you need that layer of fat for that flick of that wrist. This is what you need. So he's had to put on the muscle, put on the weight, diet accordingly. This is a guy that isn't sitting around not doing his job.
Yes, this is week one for a lot of high school students for football. Do you have any advice or words of wisdom you want to share to them as they prepare for their
He looks relieved to have that question out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, just prepare. Like, lean back on your training. I think thing to remember is Jason Jenkins. He's someone that had a great impact here at the Dolphins. I would say I had a pretty good relationship with him throughout my years here with him, and I mean, I just think this is a time to continue to remember his legacy here as a Miami Dolphin.
Nice.
And yeah,
shout out to Jason Jenkins' families.
Well, I think it's very encouraging to see for our offense. Adversity hit quick within the first 2 plays, and we were able to knock that off and just continue to sustain the drive. We converted our third downs, and we were able to finish those. So I thought it was really good.
I know this is a day-by-day league, but the opener is not too far away. I don't know, what the plan is for Saturday, but when does your focus even start to go to the regular season opener?
Well, I think our focus starts here with Jacksonville. We're treating this as if it were a game week. So just preparing the way we would on a normal day-to-day week. No more down and distances, third downs, red.
So another caveat that I'll be paying close attention to in the Jacksonville Miami game tomorrow is Tua and what he's doing, closely sitting with coach while the offense is out on the field. When the defense is out there implementing, going over game plans, being not only a student of the game, but the teacher in the game, rising from pupil to professor. This is going to be very important. No, Jermaine, I don't think Tua is going to play tomorrow, but I'll be interested to see how he said he's preparing for it as such, and he should. But also just showing Skyler and Mike White, if he plays, or the other guy that we re-signed has to play. Either way, him taking an active hand in the game plan and the play calling. And I know, just from what I understand about Mike McDaniel, don't be surprised if we'll never get confirmation on it, but don't be surprised if Tua has put together some game plans for the offense to run in certain situational football. Literally sitting out there going, hey, you know what? I seen this. Let's run this play and see how that works. Looking on the iPad, and we have success with it. That's the stuff I know he's doing.
Red area, and we'll see what they give us. So I'm preparing as if I'm going to play. Yeah. It feels good to practice against other teams, get other looks. The preparation is a little different when you're joint practicing, but when you're able to practice on your own, get looks from the scout team, I think that definitely helps in preparation to play on the weekend. Make their name off of mine?
Yeah, like they look to produce engagement because they know Tua is a guy people talk
Well,
about.
I don't look at myself as someone who chases clout. I stay out of the media as much as I can.
Damn.
I try to live my life as private as I can. So, if they think it's chasing clout, buddy, I'm the wrong person. Like, there's nothing about me that tells you that I'm chasing clout. So go find Jake Paul or go find Logan. Go find those guys. Like, if you want to chase clout, like those.
Damn, shot fired all over this bitch from Tua. Watch out, the Paul brothers. Are we gonna see Tua Tagovailoa get in the ring with Doofus Paul and fight it out? Could that be the first cage match that Tua has in his career against one of the Paul brothers, bodying those fools? And Tua, you don't have to play modest. Say, I don't chase clout. I am the clout. They chase me. You can say it. You move the needle, bruh. Your name moves it.
Those are the guys you want to chase.
Has that trend in your career of listening to the outside noise, has that changed at all or evolved?
No. The person who bears all the bad news to me, and Nolan. Sorry, Ann. But that's how I figure things out. So other than that, no one in my family tells me anything. My wife doesn't watch news outside of like regular BBC News, all of those things, what's going on around the world. Also prayers back home still to the people out there in Maui. There's still a lot of people missing. There's still a lot of things that haven't been, shout out to the news, but prayers, thoughts out there to the families and a couple of my friends that live out there.
How's that process been with just the relief efforts, balancing that? How's that been?
Yeah, it's been going good. It's, the thing
Serious
with that
time.
is you just, they've been down with power, for some time. So it's like they don't even know what's going on, like who's all missing, where this thing is, what's happening. There's a lot of things going on back there. And so, just continue to pray. And, I do know there's a lot of people that are out there willing to help and willing to help fund the relief needs for those out there in Hawaii or Maui.
Last question.
When you're not playing in the preseason games, you're talking to Mike. I should call him Coach McDaniel. How much do you sort of cherish those moments to see his vision in a game context while you still can? You seem to be having a lot of fun as well when something goes right.
Yeah. When everything goes right, it's a reflection of our offense. It's a reflection of our team. So when our guys go out there, no matter who it is, you want to see them succeed. You want to see them do well because you know that they've been studying, they've been understanding what is needed to have been done in this particular defense with our offense. And you know they've been working really hard. So just going out there and seeing them succeed, it means a lot. It means a lot because you know, guys are working for a job, and you know, guys need to beat out people. It's a competition. That's what it is here in this league. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's still a wreck over there in Hawaii, and God bless them all, man. It's a rough shake of it all. Fire like that. You know, I've got my personal opinions about it, and I'll keep it to myself. Or maybe not. You know, let's call it like it is. To me, the powers that be let that happen. They wanted that to happen. They facilitated that happening, and they're going to get what they want, and people with money are going to come in there and buy it from the indigenous, from the people who lay claim to that land that don't sell, that keep it in their family, and now they're going to take it from them. I'll be watching it closely. I hope to the Hawaiian people and the Samoan culture that they fight back and they listen. There've been a lot of people for a long time trying to come to Hawaii and Samoa and take those islands from that rich cultured people, and all have failed. And Lord willing, they'll fail again because dirty, rich capitalists and what they do are pretty bad. Sad, but anyhow, I'll let that be the end of that subject. I don't like getting on those politics. Piss me off. But yeah, Tua, salty Tua, definitely the kind I like. I like that guy. I like the guy who is said we can scrape, we can get a dust up real quick. Damn, pseudo spike killed it. Ukraine gets 200 billion, and Hawaiian families get 7. It's no lie, bro. It's a damn shame, and the priorities are not right. And I hold the leaders that we have running things right now accountable for their continued failure to unleash the full power of this nation and go and help one of our fucking states, bro. Damn, pissing me off. Anyhow, these are our people. These are Americans. What are we doing? Making me pissed. I hate that. Makes me mad. Anyhow, everybody hit the like button if you haven't. Before we close up this show, I'm going to show Johnny Sauces one more time. I feel like after all that, we need a good smile on our face. Members have access to this video. So if you guys aren't a member, you're only going to be able to see it here, and you'll be able to catch it soon. But let me go ahead and pull up the Johnny Sauces interview. And guys, again, make sure to leave comments at the end of these videos. It really helps out the algorithm, and hitting the like button, sharing these videos. It's super important that you guys do those things at the end, not just in the live chat, but all you guys that support us in every which way. The like button, comments after the end of the videos, and then sharing it across whatever social medias you use is how we get to continue to do this and get to do more things and quite frankly, how we fund Johnny Sauce's getting out there and traveling all over the place in representation for us. So we need to, I know pseudo spike, it's fucking pissing me off. We need to, keep this guy on the road, interviewing teams. There's going to be a time coming up real soon where Johnny Sauces and myself are going to be interviewing fans from other teams. And we're going to see who they are and introduce themselves to us. There's going to be a segment that we're going to be having coming out called Across the Sidelines or Across the 50-yard line, something like that. I'm still workshopping the name of what we're going to call it. But they're going to be interviewing other fans of other teams, and you'll get to see myself, El Capitan, and Johnny Sauces doing these interviews with other teams' fans, and it'll be great. It's going to be a great learning experience for everybody. But here's Johnny Sauces from the other day, who was in New York talking to Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers.
Coach Saleh, what are your thoughts of Corey Davis's sudden retirement?
Saleh no like quitters.
No like quitters. Okay. How do you plan on replacing him in the wide receiver room?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. I think it's a running back, but okay. Mr. Rogers, what do you make of Corey Davis's wide receiver's sudden retirement? Retirement doesn't sound half bad right about now. No, seriously. Sometimes you just got to take a long look at yourself in the mirror and know when it's time to hang it up. Tell me about it. Okay, so Aaron, what do you think he'll do with his newly found time off? Well, if I were him, I know what I would do. I'd be hitting up Mr. Bacta, the plug down in Peru, for the good. I would immerse myself in darkness until I was hatched and revealed my new golden winged self to the world.
Some top-notch reporting right there, guys. Top-notch. And exciting stuff coming from Johnny Sauces and myself. El Capitan. Going to be, again, he's going to be out there on the front lines interviewing other players, other teams, interviewing our own players and teams. He's got a great one with Tua. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull that one up for you guys real quick if you guys haven't watched it, where Johnny Sauces was let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. It's a short video. So it wasn't he was able to get with Tua. Let me pull this up for you guys. It was his post game after when they struggled there in the beginning, and then him and the offense drove it all the way down. He had some harsh words to it. Tagovailoa, salty Tua continues to be out there. Let's go ahead.
Tua, what was it like getting out there for the first time since last December?
It was awesome. You get all the feelings that you normally feel of getting back out there again. Butterflies, anxious to get out there, all these thoughts going through your head. But I thought it felt really good being able to go out there, call plays with the guys, the camaraderie in the huddle. Things didn't go our way, adversity hit, and it was cool to see the guys respond.
You mentioned adversity. You're talking about that early interception. What happened there?
It's never good to do that. It doesn't matter which way you look at that.
Tua, last question. What would you say to those who think you shouldn't have played till week 1 and no preseason at all?
I'm not happy about that.
Not happy about that. Tua doesn't like his haters, and it continues to be something he has to battle with, not just on the field, but off the field. So Johnny Sauces will be coming at you and keeping you guys informed, as well as I and everyone else here at the Fins Tailgate. Make sure, again, if you guys are checking out all the great content we have in these parts with all the great show content creators, El Capitan, Color Commentary, Ali the Persian, Shake Money, Lou, a.k.a. the Rabbit Dolphin, KP, Crypto Dolphin, and Tonk TMI Tuesday. Coming at you guys, full lineup all the time, every time. Links in the description for Fanatics. Links in the description for Dubby. Links in the description for our friends over at Backroom Collections. Use the offer codes of TFTG. Check out the website, guys. Sign up. If you go to the website and you sign up for the newsletter, and listen, guys, in the news, you have all of the latest Dolphins content, meaning that not just our content, but like articles that are released. You can find all of that at tftgnetwork.com. You don't need to go scouring the internet anymore. You go to tftgnetwork.com. HB in the back and I have we paid the extra money to get the website operational, so you guys don't need to look for it. We're going to have it there, and you won't have to scour. So make sure. And if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get 10% off your first purchase at our awesome store with all of our great deal, and get yourself some of those scented candles. I mean, guys, tftgnetwork.com going to be the future for us around here. Slow rolling it out, but until the meantime, you can always catch us here live on YouTube with the Fins Tailgate. All the great shows, TFTG, Fins up, everybody. See you guys next time.